Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the show. Today we have a ladder match on the cards, except instead of me playing, we're going to be looking at two much better players than myself playing the game. So going ahead and introducing the players, we have Shen. He is going to be playing Seraphim, opening first air in the bottom half of Crossfire Canal. And his opponent up to the north is going to be Mario Cory Coco? Cocorico. We're going to call him Ario. But a lot of me being a huge fan of 80s movies has got to call the bottom quadrant Egg Shen, which would make Ari Lo Pan. And so we've got Lo Pan up here saying, Egg Shen, you'll never beat me. 10 points in the comments if you can name the movie. And you will have as well my undying respect. But I am joined by my co-caster today, Stasm. This is probably our second or third attempt actually at doing a co-cast, and something has always gone wrong. So Stasm, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hopefully this one goes better. But yeah, as Duelist said, nice to meet you guys. It's awesome. Play a lot of games with Duelist and watch a lot of his videos to help better my own game. Have a Discord channel as well. I think Duelist will probably touch base on it towards the end of this cast. But other than that, yeah, let's just enjoy this game.
Yeah, we'll link the Discord. We'll link the Discord in the description down below. A lot of you guys have actually joined the Discord, which is great. I love interacting with you guys, and I'm usually on probably 3-4 nights out of the week, and I love playing games with you guys, love interacting with you guys. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, Stas, we've got Shen going for Seraphim in the bottom corner, and then we've got Aeon for Ari up top, and both of these civilizations or factions being able to use their flotation to their advantage on this map in Crossfire Canal. But I mean, who do you kind of favor here as potentially having an edge?
I'd like to say Seraphim just has that slightly more refined T1 and T2 stages, which is really key for at the start of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how the Aeon faction would actually respond to it. I guess they've both gone air as their first two factories, so it's interesting. Yeah, because naval-wise, I'd say that the Seraphim naval is slightly better, right? Especially stage 1, stage 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these factions wins Navy, so I would go for Seraphim as well, but I think maybe for a little bit of a different reason. So for me, whenever I look at this, the floating units from the Aeon are the Aurora, and the floating units from the Seraphim are the Zui. So I think that Zuis have a better ability to do damage throughout the game than the Auroras do.
Yeah, but the Auroras can be mixed in with the Scouts because they're float as well. So if he can kite them really well, those Zuis can't really get close to them.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. But we're seeing sort of our first air engagement here. We got an interceptor, a couple of interceptors out from Ari. Also got a bomber just dispatched from his factory on the way over to Shen's base as well. So we'll see how that ends up going.
It's interesting, right? Because they've got a bomber 3 minutes into the game where both teams have sort of got a handle on where they want to be in terms of their engineers and stuff. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what this bomber can actually achieve, because not a lot of queued up commands there. Oh, I guess Shen's got more queued up commands than Ori does.
Yeah, and to look at Ori's scouting, Ori doesn't necessarily see some of the engineers. He does get a read on this one just north of Shen's main base. Interceptors screening. That bomber will pick up an engineer. Yeah. And there is another one to the southwest of the base, but actually he's going for the main base here. I'm not sure whether that was a ground fire or whether he missed. But he does pick up 2 engineers. Nice pick to the south of his secondary air factory. So I think this bomber paying dividends already. Got 3 kills to his name. See if he can pick up this last engineer.
Yep. Oh, wow. But you got the mass, so that's probably a bonus. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah, it
get it.
is. Yeah, he's going to
He's
get it
gonna
on
get
this
it.
second pass. But we do have a drop from both Ari as well as Shen. So both dropping the islands to their west. And I think Ari a little bit ahead of Shen. Or, I'm sorry, Shen a little bit ahead of Ari. Ari's going straight for T1 Land Factory and then getting the mexes queued up.
4 engineers, are they gonna see it? Nope, they haven't seen it. He's already started reclaiming them. Nice.
Oh no, is this going to be a 1v4? Or is that engineer just going to take a coffee break while these other 3 engineers just sit there? Okay, there
That's
we go.
interesting.
We'll see
Oh
who
no,
wins out on this one. Oh, Ari's got this one.
oh, it doesn't matter. He's got
Oh yeah, that's true. He's got the factory up. Yeah.
he's got the thumb up. So they should have put down a Ooh, ooh.
He's looking to airlift it out, but he's not going to make it. He's got interceptors
No,
on his
he's not.
tail.
Yeah. That was. I like what he's been doing though. He's sort of denying Shen from actually being able to have his own interceptors by just constantly sending a stream of interceptors. And the
Oh, is that
funny
what he's
thing
been doing?
Yeah, yeah. So if you look at Ori's just been sending interceptors back at yeah,
Oh yeah, he's
Shen's
got
main base.
a whole bunch of interceptors parked just outside of Shen's island. And we got another drop actually from Ari on the southeastern island. We'll see if he can reclaim these engineers fast
Reclaim,
enough to
yeah.
keep
I
this
think
land factory.
he's scouted them, so oh wow, he's done it, yeah.
Yep, he's got
Yeah,
that. All
he's
right,
got
so
it.
Ari's doing a good job of pinning Shen in right now, keeping him to kind of 2 slices of the pizza while he's going to relish the rewards of the other 4 slices.
I think the com would have been oh good. He's got a bomber out. I don't know what's it gonna do with it, but
Bomber out from, yeah, Shen on his way. Ari's they're going to get that land factory up, though. And interceptors will take it out.
yeah. Nah, that's disappointing.
Looking at mass, we've got Ari, at least for me, leading the mass charts
Yeah.
right now, reclaiming and got about 300 more mass in the bank. It looks like he's inheriting or getting more mass per tick as well, and we could undoubtedly attribute that to the fact that he has roughly 66% of the map instead of 33%. Oh, Bomber does get a nice pick though on 4 engineers.
Nice. The unfortunate thing is they've already pumped out 2 factories, so it's gonna be a bit harder for them unless he does a drop where.
Well,
See,
yeah,
I would still drop in there and just plop down 2 what do you call point defenses, because 2 point defenses close range, it's gonna knock out everything. It just comes down to does he have the mass for that.
well, and he took, I think he took part of your advice. He must be telepathically communicating with the past. He's got 5 engineers just dropping. He's not dropping the main plateau, though. He's gone to the south.
Yeah, I think he should have gone to the main plateau, built a. At least they're not stalling on anything, which is really good. Yeah, but looks like Shen's Ori's got the upper hand with some few T2 mexes more than, one more than Shen does.
Yeah. And looking at the way I've been really impressed in this game, the way Ari's been using his T1 bombers. Probably a little bit more so than Shen. I don't know if you've been counting or been paying attention, but I think that Ari has built roughly 3 or 4 T1 bombers, and it looks like I think I've counted 7 or 8 engineer kills on various places across the map.
quick one. Just want to check in your timestamp. What does it say?
I'm at 9:45.
Okay, I accidentally slowed it down a bit. Just gonna try and catch up.
Okay.
All right, I'm at 9:55 now.
All right, perfect. So here we're seeing the Aurora abuse for their floaty, naughty,
Yeah.
as Kyle would say. So I think that Shen is gonna reclaim control of this bottom eastern island.
Yeah.
He's got just more production out, and Ari doesn't seem to be capitalizing on any of the mexes that are there.
Yeah.
But he's getting one. So he's not really getting any benefit out of the island. He's just trying to maintain.
It's a strategic advantage though, because he's denied that island to Shen while he's got control of 3 islands compared to Shen's 2 islands, and even those 2 islands aren't completely maxed out, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. I think I would agree. Yeah, just invest in a couple of land factories, deny the island, force your opponent to invest way more to take it back.
That's right. He's now focused on that whole island, whereas his main island's like sort of defenseless because there's no land factories to pump out any Zuis or anything on that main island. So
yeah, and
I like the interceptor battles.
Well, so
that was a good turn.
Yeah, that was. And Shen's gonna crush here.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Do you have the Supreme Scoreboard mod?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so take a look at Shen versus Ari's mass total numbers.
Yeah, he's almost double, isn't he?
So mass total, they're really
25.
close.
Oh, they're close. Yeah, interesting, eh? Even though he's got an extra island, seems like the mass totals. Yeah, so this is where the Zuis are just going to be handy to take that second island back.
Yeah, exactly. But what I wanted to point out is flip over to the reclaim view. So Shen is like draining his islands dry on the reclaim side of things. So even though he's down, well, sort of down an island, it looks like he's going to be reclaiming this island right now. But even though he's been down an island for a little bit, he's reclaimed over 1,200 more than Ari has so far.
Yeah. Wait, my reclaim is saying that. Wait, what the hell? My reclaim's not showing up properly.
This is a family friendly. This is a family friendly cast. We don't curse here.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's just it's interesting how late they've gone into the naval stages of the game as well. Like 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in, they're starting to build their naval factory. Like I don't know if that's it must be a
Must be a
sorry,
we're all on the edge of our seat.
It must be a strategy that I'm not aware of, because they cost a little bit more in general, so just building them at a time where you think you need to use your mass rather than stall because you built them. I'm just trying to figure out like why so late, because both of them have built around the same time.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you and I don't understand it, these guys definitely have. If you combined both of our ratings, we would about match Ari. So
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to more sort of figure out what's their thought process in such a late investment in Navy. Like you'd think that this is a Navy map.
So it's probably built around a prioritization of air, because with air control you can secure the islands.
Yeah, but a T2 Navy just crushes air, even T3 air. Like, all they need to do is focus on T2 Navy, which they seem to have the mass for it.
So that's a good point. Let's talk Navy here for a second. So, Aeon being, I would say, a much more specialized Navy, where if you build the appropriate units, they do a better job of
Yes.
Of dealing with whatever they're built for than the other factions. Like I think their cruiser has really good AA. Their frigate is really good with the high fire rate as well as the torpedo defense, and then the Exodus is, I think, arguably the best destroyer out there. But I think one thing that they're lacking at the T2 phase, where Shen does have an advantage here, is the T2 cruisers with the tactical missiles.
Yes. And that's why I think Seraphim just has that slight better edge compared to oh, they're mass stalling. Is Orica mass stalling here? No, so he's producing super slow though. Shen's definitely mass stalling.
Yeah, Shen is using all the money he has in the bank right now.
Yeah. I love the way Orico is just controlling his mass though. Really.
Yeah, he's been doing a pretty good job of maintaining a pretty good balance there. He is incidentally up to T2 air as well as T2 land. If you look on the map, you'll see a couple of swift winds bumping around, shredding some interceptors.
Yep. There was more than a couple. I think there's like, over 10. He's got over 10 all in at his base actually.
Oh, we also got
what time stamp are you at?
I'm at 1626. We do have a T2
okay, I'm at 16
transport though dropped with a bunch of fervors that's going to take out a T2 power generator, as well as do some damage to the. He's going to focus the other T2 power generator. We'll see if his comm is able to take it out in time. He's going to lose that T2 power generator as well.
For sure.
That's not good. What does Shen's power look like right now? Well, it looks like he's
hurting.
Headed for a stall.
That's alright.
I don't know whether he's reclaiming or what to pick up this extra power. It's got to be reclaim oriented.
Yeah, he's probably got reclaim. It's interesting how his commander is on that island, but not really. I don't feel his commander's contributing much. Looks like he's nearly going T2 as well. Which is going to be
did he go T2 on his commander?
No, on his. Sorry, he's going T2 on his naval, and yep, he's got T2.
Okay.
I bet you it's a destroyer that's coming out. Or is it Vespa?
That would be.
It is. Oh no, it's 2 Vespas, yeah. 2 Vespas and 2 T2 cruisers, so I guess he doesn't need destroyers. Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, probably using the. Because his opponent is only at T1 right now, and I think Vespers would be.
Yeah.
A little bit more mass efficient. Although it looks like. So if you look at the south kind of bay, he's got a T1 naval factory that's upgrading. Unfortunately, all of these engineers are on pause, so they're not assisting anything.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. He figured it out. But these Suis, I feel like, have definitely caused a lot of problems for Ari. They're going to claim a hydro on the northwestern island.
Yeah, I just think he's not using them enough, though. Like, maybe there's too many things happening and just not enough capacity to concentrate on all aspects of it. But
yeah, I mean, that might be it. But looking at, so I took a glance at the eastern island though, and the eastern island had like 1 mass extractor on it for a good period of time. So obviously there was a swarm of Zuis that went through there and took out everything. So I gotta say, I think that the floating Zuis are doing a little bit more work than the floating
The
Auroras right
Auroras.
now.
Well, that was always going to be the case. I think Auroras need a little more micromanaging than the Zuis do. Because Zuis you don't necessarily need to kite them. You just send them on their way with an attack move, and they just do their job. Auroras, on the other hand, they need that kiting, because if they stop where they are, the Zeus will just annihilate them.
Yeah. Now we're getting a raid on Shen's naval yards in the southwestern canal. Series of frigates and those 2 Vespers that we saw him producing earlier.
Yeah, the Mastol's not helping him either. Well, I guess he's going to have a destroyer up soon, so... If you see to the southwest, or southeast of his island, he's got a destroyer up, so...
Oh, that's a good thing. I think that this is all a smokescreen, though. These frigates that he's pushing out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they can take out the beacons, but the I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. The Howessel Seraphim frigates. Not gonna be able to stand up to the submarine hunters.
Oh, yeah. Vespers are just too good.
Are they the best of the T2? Are they better than
I think
Barracudas?
so, yeah. Yeah, I think they are.
Okay. I haven't done any testing on them, so I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I think from just pure... the amount of times people vouch for Vespers over any other submarine hunters, just...
Well, I mean, Shen has access to Seraphim T3 sub hunters, which I think are undisputedly probably the best sub hunters.
Love the fact on how they eco up, or how they tech upgrade. I think it's so strategic and meaningful that it just makes sense to do it that late. Whereas, like, for us, I feel like every battle we play at the 1000 level is like, who's going to get the tech advantage? And that sort of determines the tide a bit. Whereas this whole game's been about who's got the strategic advantage on location and map control and... Oh, these gunships are doing some damage from Orico.
Yeah. Picked up 4 mexes on the northern, or on the western island. There's a little bit of an air battle as well. I think Shen is going to get his interceptors cleaned up here.
I don't think so. I think based from your your video that we did for... Yeah, if he doesn't micro well, those Swift Winds are actually no good.
I mean, well, they're not no good. Like, they're better than interceptors, but yeah, from that video, it takes roughly, I think, what did we determine? Like 3 or 4 interceptors.
Yeah.
But anyway, going toward the middle, we have Ari's naval factory is under threat. He does have an Exodus out and a couple of gunships and torpedo bombers circling overhead. There are some...
Yeah, see, the destroyer's just going to be good once he just needs to pop him down. Once he's popped the destroyer down... Oh, no, he hasn't. Okay. Yeah, he just needed to pop the destroyer down, and that would just been insanely good against the Exodus.
Well, the Exodus does have pretty good torpedoes, and they have depth charges as well. So, Exodus being pretty well equipped actually to deal with submarines, but I think the big problem is the frigates that he has to deal with.
Yeah. This will be a big win if he can actually destroy that naval factory.
Yeah. And
I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, I think he will too. He does have a cruiser down in the south as well.
And
It's covering his.
he has some drops happening as well. If you can see to the side, Shen's got some massive drops happening. Oh, are the
Oh yeah, up
interceptors
north.
gonna? Yeah, the interceptors are there. Oh, sorry, the ASFs are there. Oh, are they gonna just drop? Just drop? Just drop?
Yeah, they made landfall.
Oh, that was a waste.
I mean, a lot
Just
of them
drop,
still
man.
made landfall. They're gonna pick up a couple of mexes, a hydro.
Nice.
Just be a general irritation to Ari.
Yeah, a big one too.
T1 bombers a good response though. I need to remember T1 bombers. I always forget.
Yes. P1 bombers. He's got the... Yeah, he's not going to do much damage at his main base. He's got a T3 bomber out as well. So...
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think he's trying to pick off some mexes. Gonna get one.
Yeah, he's
Oh, I mean, those ASFs in on the rear of the interceptors, they're gonna clean up.
Yeah.
And that strat is just going to be unhindered. He's going to be taking out a good number of mexes.
Yep. Considering he's got air superiority, I think he can just do some major damage over here. The other thing is he needs to focus on that naval factory and just take it out of the play.
Which one? Shen's naval factory
Yeah,
or
no, Orico's... Oh, well, they both need to take out each other's naval factories.
yeah, taking out T2 Navy is going to be key.
Yeah.
I can't believe Shen didn't kill this HQ.
Yeah, I know. It's so close, though.
And now he's
get it
using
though, I think.
strats. He's using strats to deal with Navy, which probably not the best response. So I mean, kind of where we stand in the game right now, like if you zoom out, I see a lot of green icons that are not capped for Ori, and I don't see very many for Shen.
Yeah.
It's looking like Ori, and man, if you look at total mass, Shen has edged ahead in the total mass game. So he's at where I'm sitting, 133k to 129k. And if you
So
look at
what
his
timestamp are you at?
2630 right now.
I just need to catch up.
But if you look at his reclaim, where I'm at right now, Shen is at 43,000 reclaim versus Ari's 27,000.
I'm at 2648.
Okay, you're right where you should be.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. I think the Zui was a good... Oh, he got the T2 naval factory. Wow. Really good. Oh, he's probably going to get this other T2 factory as well.
Well, and he's got what other T2 factory are you talking about?
He got the T2 naval factory for Orico, Shen did.
Yeah.
And he's going for he's trying to get the other one as well now.
Okay.
Because they're trying to upgrade one of the inner factories to T2, but...
Oh yeah, he's not going to get that.
He might. He's got cruisers up. And he's probably not going to go straight away, I think. He's gonna be able to get this online. But probably not straight away.
Yeah, and looking at the cruisers right now, we're starting to see the tactical missile advantage.
Yep. And just no tech advantage on that island is just going to mean that he's just going to be able to take off the mexes and engineers all in that region.
Yep. Picking up a couple engineers that are reclaiming right now. Taking out one of those mexes. Honestly, a mex that was upgrading to T2. That's not ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Orico had a good start. I just feel like he didn't capitalize enough on it. Maybe because he just expanded maybe a bit too quickly. Because from where I stand, I think Oriko's doing better. Sorry, Shen's doing better at map control than Oriko is.
Yeah, I would agree. So, from kind of where we stand right now, what do you think either of these players needs to do to close out this game?
I think Shen's really weak when it comes to his base defense, and 10 T3 bombers will just do the job, to be honest.
So you think just rush strat snipe?
Yeah, just a strat snipe will get him because he just has one shield or two shields. You aim for the power. If you get the power, you're gonna knock out a few things, and the commander's right, or was right there when, as we speak. So he was there for a good long time there too.
So let's take a look at. So we've got 2 ASFs up for Shen right now, and for Ari we've got 10. So definitely has air control. I mean, utilizing strategic bombers could definitely cripple Shen to a pretty good degree. Even if they don't get the comm, they could take out a couple of key power generators probably.
Easily, because he doesn't have him covered. He's only got 2 T2 flak. Doesn't have air control. The only thing he's gonna get is advanced knowledge of it happening, but I don't think he's gonna be able to stop it. Also, I feel like he's got a lot of engineers just could be reclaiming, but not. Just a reclaim order.
Well, I guess if you look at reclaim, they do have a little bit of reclaim that they can still pick up on the islands.
Still pick up, yeah. Especially on Shen's 2 islands, they've got stuff that they could reclaim.
Yeah, a lot of the reclaim though is on Ari's side. I don't think Ari has done it quite as good of a job of sending engineers. Just if you zoom out and hit Control Shift.
Yeah, especially in the areas where he lost. Yeah, this. Okay, so he's got 3 strats coming in. I don't know what they're doing, but maybe they're just trying to pick off the mass extractors. Yep, they've done.
Yeah, it looks like it. So once again, you are teleporting to the future or the past. Saying build strategic bombers.
I just think if you have air control, what's the next thing you want to do? You want to, because you don't have naval control, so you want to try and see what you can do with your air control. And I think the best thing to do is just strats, because you can just kill the. Yeah, Shen's really good with his air though. Like, he was able to wipe out that whole T3.
Yeah, he really does seem to be making a lot work with
what he's got.
Not very much.
Yeah.
So then let's flip the coin though. So we talked about what Ari can do to kind of win this game from just, our perspective to essentially noobs coaching, an 1800 and a 1900 player.
Yeah. Well, we do have hindsight, so we are watching this all in.
Yeah, that's true. And we can see the entire map.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So then, same question though, but what do you think Shen should be doing to try and push this game to either like elongate it or win?
It. He's doing it. Like the drops, I would have liked to have seen a lot more drops happening, and the drops to be followed up with like some sort of support. Like he's doing it now. I'm at 31.55, so I've just seen like him do a couple of drops, and they were successful. So I think that'll be instrumental. Also looks like he's gonna lose naval control soon, because those Vespers are just, they're going to wipe that all out. Yeah, he's just lost air. He's just lost an island too.
Yeah, Ari has
just lost an island.
Has lost that island. I think
that's a small price to play if you've got air and naval control back again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Speed up a little bit. I'm at just about to crack 33 minutes, but
okay.
So we do have a T2.
I don't know why I end up slowing down.
Yeah, I don't either. But we do have a T2 transport that is making a drop on Ari's main island right now. Not doing
I think
anything
it
with
just,
the units quite
I think
yet.
it just, I'm skipped slightly ahead. I just think it got taken out like instantly.
Oh yeah, we got taken out by a bunch of specters.
Yeah.
Speaking of specters, we got another one down here in the kind of the northeastern canal, taking out
How
these
is it
Zuis that are looking to go floating on.
Yeah, see, Shen's doing a lot worse when it comes to mass stalling. His mass income's at 150 a tick, but he's using about 300, so double what his income is. Whereas Orica's got a better mass income to what he's spending, so interesting.
Yeah, which is funny because Ari has really only had solid control of 2 islands this entire game.
Yeah.
But he has been able to
Ooh.
do a lot more with less.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I think. Shen's probably better when it comes to what he needs to get done. But it looks like he's going to lose his naval factory here. Ooh. Yeah,
No,
this might be.
there's a ton of torpedo bombers over the top, dude. There's no way those make it through.
Reckon? Oh yeah, yep. I thought he might get him there at least to do some sort of damage, but no, that looks like they've picked him off really well. I like the placement of T3 air SAM launches that Ori's done at his bottom island. Oh, at his main island at the bottom. Oh, that strategic bomber doesn't look like it's going to get anything done.
We got another drop though. That's going to be intercepted by a bunch of ASFs.
Ooh.
That one ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. I think he wanted to try and snipe the naval factory, but he just took it a bit longer way than normal. And they've got Omni up, so they're gonna pick it up. He needs to mask it a bit better.
Yeah, and see, this is where I think Cybern could play pretty well here, where you could load a deceiver onto a transport with like.
Yeah. Yes. They are sneaky. A deceiver just on a transport with some rhinos. Oh, they can do some major damage before you even know it because the map's just so huge.
Yeah. I need to file that one away because I keep thinking to do that in my ladder matches, and then I always forget. I always build deceivers, but I don't think I use them very well.
Yeah, I think we both use them the main way it's always been used, which is just in a mix of units, and they still help a lot because you can still do a lot of damage without losing that small army, and it's very effective.
Yeah, so we got a air engagement over the top, bunch of torpedo bombers, gonna get mopped up by some ASFs and cruisers.
Yeah, I think that was a waste.
Potentially, yeah. Apologies if you can hear the gigantic motorcycle that is being revved up outside my window.
I can hear it, but yeah, it's not that bad though.
We got another drop coming along on the east side, though.
Yeah, I think he's finally gonna do what I. Oh no, he's not. Oh, we have an experimental being produced. Interesting. Yeah, I can see that working for. Yeah, if he gets that up, yeah, that'll be game over for Shen.
Yeah, well, this is what you were talking about. This is what you were talking about, right? So Ari has pretty good air control right now. And you were saying like 10 strats. This is just 10 strats to the next level, right?
Yeah. It looks like Shen's not impressed with the
Oh yeah.
comments. This is the most degenerate crossfire I've ever played. Sorry, I just need to mute you for a sec.
No worries. And I mean, I can't say that I blame him. I've played a few crossfire maps myself, and I always feel like this particular map has like triggered me to undeniable degrees where I feel like I've got good map control. Like I can have 4 slices or 5 slices even, and the opponent just turtles, and I don't really know what to do. But as you guys have known, you guys have watched my channel a good amount. Turtling is like the bane of my existence. Like I really struggle to break it, and usually I just resort to rushing T3 and then building a nuke.
Yeah. I think that'll probably be the turtling thing. As soon as you see someone's doing it, I think the idea is to try and break it. If you can't break it, I think nuke's probably the best defense while maintaining a little bit of like secrecy, so he can't tell that you're building a nuke until it's too late.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal, and then you just
Yeah.
Although, dude, I've started doing it where even if I have the upper hand and I just have mass to spare, I'm like, yeah, well, might as well build a nuke launcher. It's just insurance for later on in the game.
Yeah, it looks like Shen's given up.
Well, I mean, I don't know about giving up, but
Well, look at the comments. It's like, just kill me. I'm legit incapable of it. It's coming though. Yeah, looks like he's gonna be able to do some damage here.
oh man, that's ours going up real fast. Actually,
Yeah.
I did not realize how fast it was going up. But there is
Yeah, Orica just seems to has done a little bit better with his mass that he's had. All of them reaching to T2 at least. His main island T3 for most of them.
well, and,
Yeah.
and Shen is working with 6 ASFs right now, or
Yeah,
7 ASFs right now.
He's gonna lose all the SFs too in that battle.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
might
this
be
is game over.
I think this might be the end here.
Yeah.
We'll see how it ends up playing out.
Wow.
That must be it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Does Shen see this coming? Shen does not see this coming.
So, just to recap before well, he didn't scout, did he? I guess.
No, he has no idea
he
that this
does-
is coming.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he
neither of
sees
them
the
have
air
really
unit
scouted.
now.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah. That's too late. That's ours gonna
Yeah, once the Zara's up, it was too late. It was game over once the Zara was up. Because you don't even have to, like, where his commander is, all he needs to do is just drop it on top. And if the Zara doesn't kill him, the explosion from those power units are gonna kill him. So yeah, that's GG.
Yeah.
I would have controlled Kate by now. It's interesting how Shen was actually doing really well at one stage, and I think he just missed some key opportunities, and yeah.
Wow. I mean, I gotta tell you, for a long time I thought that Shen was gonna win this because I was looking at the various islands. It looks
Yeah.
like Shen had map control. Orko, though, I think just doing a good job of buckling down, ecoing up on the territory that he knew he could hold.
Yeah, I think the eco just helped him better because he was able to capitalize really well on it. I think what he's done as a strategy, which works really well on maps like these, where you need to gain map control to do anything effective, is just claim him, and then you just find that the enemy has to just work twice as hard to try and reclaim them from you, while all the meantime all you've done is just reinforced your main base really well, and that's actually helped him significantly.
Yeah, those are all. Go ahead.
Now, I would have thought that knowing that Orico has got a better T3 air, Shen would have focused a little bit more on T3 and getting that T3 air map control. Because, there's the Tsar is just a insane unit that you don't want up. And having air control would have at least made that happen. But yeah, he seems to have lost air control and naval control, so...
Yeah, that's true. And I really think that it can be boiled down to Orico did more with less. on his map. He buckled down, ecoed on the 2 islands that he knew he could hold, and was able to hold them and get more out of the mass extractors that he had than Shen was
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
Alrighty.
Shen just felt like he was on the back foot the whole time, eh?
Yeah. Well, Stasm, do you have any final words to say to the viewers?
Yeah, we were wrong. We thought that the Seraphim would come on top in this game, but looks like Aeon was able to show its superiority when it came to T3. And it is sort of that sort of gameplay when it comes with Seraphim. You know that their T2 stage is strong, then it's their experimentals that are actually strong, and their T3 sort of falls apart. But with air, I think yeah, the strategy would have been gain air control and then just capitalize on what he did have. Like, he had naval control and he didn't capitalize on it, to the point where he ended up giving the air control back and naval control back to Orico.
Yeah, those are all good points. I definitely think that playing to your strengths in a match is always going to be the best way to go. But keep in mind as you guys listen to this,
Yes.
Stasm and I are both too, like, I'm 1100 and you're like, Stasm, you're 1000, or?
Yeah, I'm 1000.
Yeah,
slowly getting up there.
Yeah, so both of us are like 1K players, coaching the 2K players here, but we do have the benefit of no fog of war and being able to see everything at the same time. So there's a little bit of a caster advantage there. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Expect more from Stasm in the future, whether that be custom games that we play together, or I'd like to get you on some more co-casts. I really enjoyed this, but yeah, until next time, guys, peace.